Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper&Twine and welcome. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm trying to cram as much in. I've sat yesterday and made a list of all the crafting commitments that I've got, and I haven't got any commissions for magazines. I think now that they've got new winners for Card Maker of the Year, I think they'll put us on the back burner. That's not a problem. Good luck to the winners of this year. But yeah, I've got loads of jobs to do, and if I did a video for every single one, I really would be uploading every day, a couple of times a day, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm squeezing in as much as I can. So it is Wednesday. That means it must be Hilary from Pink Bubble Cards Alphabet Challenge Day. Not many left now. Last week she pulled out K for kite, and I was having a little mull over it, and I know that I haven't got any images with kites on or stamps with kites on as far as I know, and I thought, shall I make an origami kite? I thought, no, I don't want to do that. And then I thought, oh, isn't a kite a bird, a type of bird? So I looked through some of my bird books, no pictures of kites. So whether I dreamt that, I don't know. I'm sure somebody will let me know. And then I thought, oh, I'll look in my picture dictionary. So I looked in this children's picture dictionary that Woolly Stuff gave me for my birthday last year. And yes, there was a picture of a kite. So I've made myself a little 6" by 3" card using my Hunky Dory card stock up. And I've used a page out of the dictionary, and I've used this stencil, because I know it's squares and diamonds, whichever way you have it up. I should have had it that way, actually. Oh, I don't know. But it kind of reminded me of kites, kind of. So this is what I've done. Cut to the chase, Ashley. So I've used Festive Berries Distress ink. I don't have it in the oxide because there's red in this image here. And I've just gone round the edge with a black Sharpie pen on white super smooth card. Just blended. I had to shift it along because it's not quite wide enough. I mean, I could have actually got it wide enough, but I would have got a real edge. And then cut out the thing, made a little banner out of kite. So that is that. So the next thing I'm going to do is make my tag for #PT Tag Club. I don't know whether anybody's uploaded yet. I haven't checked the hashtag, but I know that a lot of you were, oh, that's much easier, and we're very happy. For those of you that don't know, I'll leave the hashtag in the description box if I can. There's a #PT Tag Club. You're welcome to join in at any time or not. And the idea is that on the 10th of every month, I pull a prompt out of a pot and you make a tag. My tags are 6 centimetres by 11.5. The first prompt was energetic and precise, which was very challenging for all of us. This one is scraps. So I'm using a scrap of packaging. This actually came with an entry that somebody sent me, and I've cut it down to the desired dimensions, and I'm just going to try not to cut my cut my twine off there. I'm just going to cut this corner off here. I'm using this as a template, and this corner off here, and there I've got my tag shape. So next I'm going to cover it. You know what's coming, I think, don't you, a lot of you? I'm going to move this paper out of the way because I don't want to stick tape to the paper. So working on my glass mat. I've run out of double-sided adhesive paper, so I should have done this before I cut the what's it off. I'm going to just cover this with red liner tape, so I'll pause you and come back to you when I've done that. So that didn't take very long at all, and I'm just going to remove all of the backing if I can. So actually, before we do that, we'll just give it all a really good burnish down. But as I say, if you've got wider tape than I've got, that would be helpful. But if you've got the double-sided adhesive sheets, that would be even better. I must order some because I do like this technique. So for those of you that don't know, what I'm going to do, I'm struggling. I'm going to take this off. There we go. Oh dear me. I might have to turn the camera off and take this off. I've got a pain in my hand, and I think I was talking to Mum and Dad at the weekend. They both suffer from arthritis. Dad's got it in his hands, Mum's got it in her knees, and I think I'm developing it in my left hand, which is my dominant hand, just here. And I don't know if you can see it, it's very slightly swollen. Yeah, so I don't know whether I'm beginning to develop arthritis, but it is quite painful, which is a real shame, because you know me, I love crafting, I love using my hands, playing the piano, knitting. Occasionally I do cross stitch, etc, etc. Here we go, this is getting this off now. Oh dear, this is painful viewing, isn't it? What it is, I've got that stuck over another layer, and I try not to touch the sticky because I'm going to pause you. Oh my word, that was hard work. So I've got my sticky tag now, and I'm going to bring in my thing of scraps, which is overflowing. What I need is a jar this tall but much wider, so that, yeah, because you want something that's going to hold the scraps. But yes, anyway, I'm looking to see, because obviously the next page, when my tags open, I've got the yellow and blue showing. You might be able to see if I hadn't got this in the way. So I want to look for colours that are going to complement this. So I'm going to just take a wodge of these out, which I'm probably going to regret. And try not to stick them. Actually, do you know, it doesn't matter if it complements or not, but I do want colours that are going to go together. And I'm going to lay them. This is going to be quite challenging, because obviously I have cut parts of this tag away. So I'm going to lay that like that at an angle across there, just burnish that down, get my skizzers. What have I done with them? Oh dear me, I am getting a right mess today. Here they are, and I'm going to just trim that off as I go. Smaller bits get rid of, but this long bit I might want to use for something else. So I'm just going to trim that along there, and then going to come and find something for this corner here. And by doing it at an angle, you're not worrying too much about straight lines. I want something that is going to match, but is also quite chunky. See, I've got these long strips. These are the branding strips from Prima paper. We'll put that there like that, and I'm leaving a little gap in between. So let's just trim that off, and that's my corner started. And it means then that I can start to go across in this direction, because it's going to get interesting when I get to where I've got the shape of the tag. So I quite like that, and I'm going completely off piste. This is part of a journaling card. Now that's a bit wide. I don't want to go too wide, because, oh, this is nice, because I want to get plenty of strips on. Place that like that. What have we got here? This is photo play. That's a bit boring. Do I want that? No, I want to come back in with something neutral, I think. So I'm looking in my pot. Some things are a bit wide. Let's grab a little more out. Oh, that's nice, actually. I like that. So put that like that there. And can you see I'm leaving a little gap in between each strip? You might just be able to see the shininess. Then I want something dark against there. That's quite nice. Put that like that. And I'm just burnishing it down as I go. Got quite a big gap there. Let's come back in with a bit more neutral. And I'm covering that corner over there. Oh, see, I've got a bit close here. I've not left a gap in between those all the way along, but it doesn't really matter, because part of this is going to be covered up anyway. So I'm just making the background of my tag, really. Trimming as I go. I'm trying not to touch the sticky too much because obviously I want to keep, that's quite nice with a little bit of white on it. So we're keeping blue. And can you see here I've got a little bit, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to change direction. Right, let's just pop this little bit that I've cut off here in that gap there. There we go. Yes, I want to change direction now. So we'll have that going there like so. And I'm going to come along this way. So I want some narrow ones. I do like this spot, but I think we'll go this way. This is from Stamperia. Oh, there's a bit of text on that way. So I'm just using this as a guide to go up that way, and I want to use the other end now for the spots, so I'm going to come along and cut away across there, trying not to cut into the tag. Cut that away there. So spots here and lining up so that I've got a gap between this strip and I've still got a gap between that strip. And I think we'll have another bit of floral. Do we want to introduce? Oh, we'll have a bit of script actually. This is also from Cheryl Simone Craft. This is Prima paper. Then I want something quite dark there, I think. Don't forget to use solids. We'll have a little bit of black, like so. And then we'll do a couple more that way. What's on here? A little bit, this is a bit of Tim Holtz. A lot of this potentially is going to get covered up. Okie dokie, let's just trim that away. So give Barry your drinks order. I hope he's looking after you. Okay, that's that. Then I want something, I want another little bit of pink. Oh, we've got a nice little narrow strip here of pink, which is why I don't get rid of any of my scraps. So that's quite nice there. You can see that my gaps aren't consistent, and I don't think it really matters. There we go, that's that way. Do I want to come back this way now? I think I do. I think I do. Let's have a little bit of black along here. Like so. Then I'm not going to worry too much about this bit because, oh, here's a nice little bit, because our hole is going to go here as well. But this is very satisfying to do. Then I think we'll have another bit of spot here like so. And then I think I'm just going to do little tiddly bits along here. Let's just cut that straight, pop that there. And you can see it doesn't take long at all. I'm just trimming as I go. Some of these really small bits I shall chuck, but some of the longer ones, if they're really nice paper, like Prima or Stamperia or whatever, I shall be keeping them. I think we need a little bit more blue. Have I got any more of that? Or should we introduce a bit of dark green? Oh no, hold on. Yeah, we've got some of this left, so we've had this already, so we'll use this side. And the beauty of using double-sided papers is that they normally coordinate somehow. So I've got that on that way. I can then use the other way. Let's just make sure that's burnished down. And then we'll have a little bit of a chunky one at the top. We'll have a little bit of pink. So I'm having to cut in a couple of directions there because I've got a couple of angles. So I've just got this little section at the top, and I'm going to lay that like so, and that fits just perfectly in that gap. Cut off that little bit. Don't need you. I'm just going to move these over here. So I shall sort out my scraps in a momento. Then I'm going to come in with a bit of scrap paper and some gilding flakes. I've got Cosmic Shimmer gilding flakes here. This colourway is Persian Dawn, which has got all kinds of colours in it, and you want to be really careful because they go everywhere. Don't know whether you've seen, I get email alerts because I'm subscribed to Lavinia's email for newsletters. She is bringing out her own range of gilding flakes. I think there's 3 colours. 2 of them I'm definitely interested in. Yes, I don't know how much they are. I haven't looked on the website. I don't know whether they're live yet, but I'm just going to put these in here. Can you see I blew then and it went everywhere? So I'm just putting a little bit in my sticky gaps, smoothing it over, and it will stick to that little bit of red liner tape that we'd got exposed. And the beauty of this colourway is that there are lots of different colours. So you can see what I'm doing there. I'm going to finish that off camera because this is a really long video. So that was great fun to do. I do like working with gilding flakes and I haven't done it for a very long time. Can you see all those different colours in there? Love it. And just to get in the crevices, the nooks and crannies, I've used a bit of cut and dry foam just to buff in, take off any excess. Okay, so it just needs a little something now to zhuzh it up, and I thought I would use my favourite Tim Holtz clipping and maybe a photo booth sticker. I don't like her, she's a bit scary, although I do remember my mum having some glasses a bit like that in the early 1970s. So let's have a look and see if we can find something. Oh, I like that with the boy and the dog, but I think it's too pretty for that. So I think we need something masculine. I think we need something feminine. And actually I like her on the top, so I'm just going to snip her, and I'm going to cut her with deckle-edged scissors. Yes I am, just to give that kind of aged look. I'm going to cut outside the frame. These are just really cheap deckle-edged scissors. I bought years ago. I had a whole set of different ones that cut different ways. Shall we just cut that little bit off there? There we go. And I don't think I'm even going to distress it. Just pop those out the way and pop them away in a minute. One thing I do want to do before I stick that on and look for a clipping, I just thought on the back it's white on the back, so I'm going to just distress the edges. You can see there's a little bit of excess gilding flakes there, but it doesn't really matter. And then just for a little bit of interest, because I shall write the prompt on the back, I'm going to come in. I've got a stencil brush here with hardly any ink on it. I'm laying this Lavinia stencil over the back, and I'm just going through very lightly with whatever ink is on here. Might be leftover tattered rose or something. We might not even get anything. I just want a little hint. Oh yes, look, can you see? That's antique linen, I think. So it just gives me a real little hint. I like that. I like it. Let's pop you away. And we'll pop you away. I don't think I need you. And we'll pop you down there, pop you back in my drawer. And let's think about where we're going to stick you. I think I might put her down here. Oh, I don't know. Where shall I put her? Should I have backed her onto something else? Should I have gone round her in black? I don't know. Because she doesn't pop, does she? She's a bit insipid. Let's find a bit of black. Just got some paper here, and I'm just going to get my deckle edge scissors out again. And what I'm going to do, glue her on. This is just black paper, actually. It's not card. I do get through a lot of black cards, so I'm trying to use up things. Right, give myself plenty of border. There we go. Stick her down. Hopefully this will pop a little bit more now. I'm just going to cut a little border. Down here. There. Actually, do you know what might have been nice under that? Would have been a bit of vellum, plain vellum, but I don't think I've got any scraps of that handy. Let's put her like so there. Or should, no, oh, I don't know. I don't know where to put her. I don't know where to put her. I'm having problems. Shout at me. I think she's going to go there. And I'm not going to raise her up or anything because obviously I need to make a pocket or something, don't I? Right, I'm going to pop her like so. And then we'll find a little sentiment to put underneath. What do we think so far? I wonder if my hole punch will punch a hole through here or whether I'm going to need to go in with my pokey tool. Let's give it a go. Oh, it did. That's good. Corrugated card. And what I've got here is some string that was in the parcel that Chatty Batty gave me, and I might have cut it too short. Let's have a look and see. Let's see if we can get it through. Ah. There we go. That's got it. By Jove. There we go. Tie a little knot there. So that was scrap twine from a present. So that's a scrap there. Now let's bring in this and see if we can find something. We want something to to find she was so perfectly alone. Maybe not. Will you promise never to leave me? Travellers and travelling. She's not a traveller, is she? I don't think she's a traveller. Dum 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 dum. Hidden by the shadows. Oh, she kept her word. I quite like that actually, because she looks like she would. And I'm going to put it there like so, so it's kind of off centre. And then on the back we will write hashtag PT Tag Club June 15th. It's Harry's birthday today, my middle child. He will be 22. And yeah, we're not seeing him. He's going out with his girlfriend, which is fair enough. We'll see him soon. Yeah, he was born on a Thursday. Hashtag PT Tag Club, June 15th. And prompt number 2. Scraps. Put lid on glue, twine in there to use for something else, and there we go. Out of scraps we have a tag. Now how are we going to affix it in our album, do we think? because I want to see her. I might make a little pocket this way. Yes, I think I'm going to make a little pocket this way. I'll come back to you when I've done that. So I'll just wind up this video now and show you the finished tag. I showed this card to Mr. Paper&Twine and he said, yeah, it's all right. It's a shame it's not straight. Yeah, I do seem to have a problem that I can't stick things on straight. Anyway, that's that. The tag, I've made a little pocket for it. It sits in there quite nicely. And I've done the same. I've taken like a hint from the tag and I've done like a little pocket with scraps. Look at the lusciousness of the gilding flakes. Lots of colours in there. I don't think the camera's really doing it justice in all the colours that are in there, but it's like when you look in an oil slick, you know, you see all those colours. So that's that. I've also done my handmade by Abbigale designer sheet, and I used this stencil from Funky Fossil, which I love. Realised how dirty my blending brushes are. This is 21 by 30, so slightly bigger than A3, and I've got a project in mind for this next week. Let's turn it the right way up. So stenciled, you wouldn't know, in twisted citron, carved pumpkin, squeezed lemonade, picked raspberry and peacock feathers, but it is very muddy. The colours are very muddy, but I was inspired by kind of bright fruit and vegetables and flowers, and yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I've stamped some small stamps in some of the larger squares and then just doodled in some of the others, but left the others kind of just plain. And I'm going to make something with this next week. And then finally, I have had some happy mail, and it's come all the way from America. It is, I don't think it's a challenge entry, no, because there's no postage stamp or inches, but it's from Penny's Crafty Creations, and she says, congratulations, you did it. Look at this lovely card, lilac, very nice. And this is kind of like, it looks a bit like tree bark, and she's got a sticker on the back, Penny's Crafty Creations, notes and totes. There's a link to her shop. Look, she's in America. I wonder if that is a typo or whether it's supposed to be, whether it is square.site. I think it should be square.site. Anyway, lovely. And I love lilacs, the smell of them. And it says, Ashley, thank you for your entry into my challenge. I truly appreciate your entry. Congratulations on your 2-year cancer-free diagnosis, Penny, of Penny's Crafty Creations. P.S. The photo is one I took of the lilacs in my neighbourhood. That's lovely. Thank you. Lots going on here with the butterfly layered up, and this is layered up as well. And then we've got like a little embellishment, again with the lilac, and a little ribbon that says, you are capable of amazing things. And again, one of those little, it looks like gilding, I don't know, it's textured anyway, which is lovely. So it's like, yeah, it's like a little embellishment. And then I've got a twinchy, so shine bright, and again it's that lilac. So everything matches. That's lovely. And then an ATC, it's a little bit bigger than an ATC, I think. Oh no, it's not. It looks bigger somehow. I think maybe because it's landscape. We've got this again. Penny, if you happen to be watching, I'd like to know what this is. And it says, congratulations, you did it. And yeah, it's got her. Yes, it is a mistake on that sticker. So here it is, yeah. Penny's Crafty Creations.square.site. She's on Instagram as Penny's Crafty Creations 03246. I'll link her YouTube. She's got a birthday in January, and she likes burgundy, sunset orange, pink, aqua and black. That's lovely. Thank you so much, Penny. Those are gorgeous. That shall go in my ATC box. So I'll come back next week with what I'm going to make with my handmade by Abbigale designer sheet. I'm quite excited about that. And yeah, come back. Don't forget to use the hashtag to show me what you've done with your tag. And I will be back tomorrow. I've got a bit of a coffee shop drivel, and when I went to Peterborough, a little video of when I went to Peterborough. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye now.